And welcome back into Strategies for Living. I'm marriage and family therapist David McMillan. It's good to be back, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you to, how could we get better inaugural life strategist than Robert J. Wright and Aaron McCarty from Keel Radio, 101.7 FM and 710 Keel.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Who is this? Last time we saw you, you looked like Sergeant Carter on Gomer Pyle. You had a buzz cut. What happened? You had a tractor tread down the middle?
Robert, it is a long, sordid story, and we'll get into it.
So is my hairline.
I know. But
I'll leave. Y'all just talk about your midlife crisis.
Oh, you have no idea.
No, we've got so much more to talk about. Folks, I know you probably already know Robert and Aaron. Of course, you tune in every morning. You guys have an award-winning morning show.
No, not you guys.
You guys. No, Robert.
No, not you guys.
Come on.
Without
she couldn't have done it without you. I heard the speech.
That's not what she said.
I heard the speech, Robert. And you do look a little...
You know what she said? She stands up there in front of all these people in New York City for winning a Gracie Award.
And you look a little bit like George Burns,
Alliance for Women in Media. She won the award for America's Top Talk Show Host.
Wow.
Non-syndicated, co-host format, media market.
Yeah.
And she said, if it weren't for me, she would have won 10 years ago.
That's not true.
That is true.
I know,
we didn't
Aaron.
even get to give a speech. FYI.
Yeah, but you got to hang around. You got to hang around the big city for a week or so,
and
you made a. This is a big deal. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was honored. I did not expect it.
I move it closer, will it look larger?
If I rub on it, can I have 3 wishes?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. It's a really, really big honor.
Doesn't need 3 more wishes.
And you know what? I've been blessed. I've had a great career. It's not like it's over, please.
No. You're not retiring.
No, I'm not retiring or anything. But it's been fun. Every day is fun.
Been a long way from journalism class at LSU.
Oh yeah.
Came here to work at the ranch, the radio ranch, KWKH.
Yes.
Yeah.
And spent a few years there, then was hired away to go downtown to Keel.
Right.
And Kit at the time.
And that's where you and I really got to know each other, back at the old Keel, 710 Spring Street.
Right, and we had that's when Keel had the morning show that was all talk, and so I did the news for that for the most part. And then kind of we moved, they bought back out where we are on Westport and moved back out there, and then this knucklehead and this gentleman and I was doing the news for the morning show on the Big Dog, and somehow he kept keeping me in there longer and longer and longer.
He has a way of doing that.
Yeah, because you have to sit and listen to him,
Yeah.
And so I would be sitting and listening.
It goes back to his high school days.
And now she's got an award.
And now she's got an award.
And they're towing my car in right now.
Pretend like he's not here for a minute.
Okay.
He's a really great storyteller.
Yes, he is.
And his stories are so fabulous. And I'm kind of like the color commentator to his stories. And it worked.
An award-winning color commentator.
Well, yeah, I guess so. We'll work on an award for him somewhere.
It's coming, Robert. It's coming.
And potential murder weapon. That thing weighs about 8 pounds.
It really does. I was shocked. True confessions. It's in the studio, and so
it's in her shelf of fame.
You had to get a whole shelf. Yeah, people
he
don't know.
It,
had to get a whole shelf to handle the award.
He feng shuied it.
But I was shocked the first time I picked it up. It is an award.
Well, I held an Oscar at one point.
Oh yeah.
A friend of ours.
How does it compare to the Oscar?
The weight is about the same. Believe it or not.
Wow.
The Oscar's a little taller. But the weight is about the same.
Oscar gets you 1 or 2 more offers. Too.
Yeah, there you go.
It does. It absolutely does.
There you go.
23 years.
23 years you guys have been doing this.
Mm-hmm. Well, together.
Yeah. To say it works is the understatement of the year. My God, I know that there's a lot of hours. I mean, you guys don't just walk into the studio every morning and.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
We prepare all night.
We're
up all night.
Those 2 a.m. texts.
Yeah.
Actually, she prepares her part of the show, and I prepare mine, and we don't discuss it, and then we walk in with 2 separate things, and it sort of meshes together.
Yeah, it really does.
Sometimes I drive the train right off the tracks, and sometimes it works.
And sometimes you get an award.
Yeah. Shreveport Bossier. I mean, and I don't want to get negative here, but we don't have much of a newspaper anymore to turn to. We don't have much in the way of when you and I were knocking around radio. There was some good radio journalism done.
Sure.
There were some good radio news departments. We don't have that much anymore.
No.
You guys, good stuff, guys. I mean, I can't wait to tune in every morning to find out if half the city's blown up or something.
Right.
So thank you for what you do.
Thanks. I like the fact that when you say that, people, they tell me they're addicted. It's
is
like,
addicted.
I can't get
It
my
is
day
addictive.
started if I don't hear you guys.
Did you guys, when you went to Keel, because you were together for years at Big Dog and then KVKI,
Yeah, it was,
and then 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
7 years on 94.5, almost 11 years on KVKI, and then we moved to Keel.
March of 2014.
March of 2014.
Okay, so doing the math, that's
5 years.
five
Lots.
years now,
Yeah.
lots now. Is there a precedence for what you guys are doing on a news talk station? I mean, because you guys are bringing the news and you're bringing information that we need, but you're doing it in a very entertaining way. Is there a template, or are you guys?
Oh boy.
That's the
Are
best.
you guys making the template? Is this one of the reasons?
The best thing about talk radio is nobody understands it.
Right.
And what I mean by that is there's all these VPs and consultants and guys that fly into town to sit you down, and in the end, in that specific format, nobody can say, if it works, and nobody can say, here's how you should do it or shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
What you do, I mean, you can make little tweaks and polish the award, or however you want to phrase it, but at the end of the day, it's you have to do it your own way.
Yeah.
And if it works, it does.
We're owned by a company called Town Square Media.
Right.
And that's pretty much what they told us. We want your show to become Shreveport Bossier's Town Square. And looking
think it
back 5
has,
years,
yeah.
I think we did it.
I think you have done it.
I think
and I think you are doing it.
Which is kind of cool.
It is cool.
It's like the old general store, where people come in.
And it certainly sounds like you guys have a lot of fun. And you don't make any, you guys don't hang out a lot.
The key to success.
Oh, his knee just touched mine. Hang on, stop that.
The key to success is, and I tell people this, and they think we're joking.
Right.
In 23 years of working together, if we have socialized in a non-work setting 5 times, it's been a lot.
Wow.
And
There's
people
been
say,
one hug.
Yeah.
One hug.
Well,
One hug when
yeah.
his father died.
It's there's a story behind that. Yeah, we have time. My father had passed away back in 2010, and Charlie was the general manager. That was his name, Charlie Thomas.
I remember Charlie well.
And he felt bad, I guess, and so we, at that point in station history, had an employee of the month.
Right.
And he gave me employee of the month. And there were all the congratulations, good hard work, and I said, I'll never be employee of the month again. And she said, why? And I said, I'm out of parents. and so that sort of dovetails into your ironing. So when her mother passed away about, I guess, 5 years ago, and she was complaining about ironing.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you never have to iron again. You're out of
I'm not
parents.
supposed to tell those secrets.
No, it's
here.
okay. That's
Yeah. Well, again, that's an example of what works between you guys.
Yes.
That's what
yeah.
keeps us listening.
Now I'll say that we don't socialize, but if I were to get arrested leaving here, or he were to get arrested leaving here, both of us know that the other one will be there.
Absolutely.
to take
You'd be
care
there
of it.
for each other.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say yes, Robert.
Damn right, David.
You need that arm, Robert. Just trust me on this, buddy. Say yes.
Got your back, kid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know, and this is a little behind the scenes, folks, I don't think there's anybody that this lady, and maybe you too, Robert, but I've sensed that it's probably, Aaron's your go-to, You want to know how to get a hold of the governor? You want to know how to get a hold of the attorney general? You want to know how to get the mayor? You call Aaron. I don't know how you do it.
At 7 in the morning.
At 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, yeah.
You're right.
I don't know how many times I've gotten a text. You up?
Yup.
You up?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
And you know what? My theory of that is, I have all these numbers for the years of working with these people.
Right.
Many of them, before they were ever elected to any kind of office, I've known them through different things and functions.
Yeah.
Because I've been here for years.
Yes, you have.
But my theory, when I tell them I'm getting ready to text somebody at 6:30 in the morning, like, give them a minute, let them wake up.
let them
I'm
wake
like,
up. Yeah.
You know what? What's the worst thing they can do to me?
Say no.
They can curse me out or say no.
Yeah.
You know, the worst could go to HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah.
And, you know, oh well, I've been cursed by worse people, so
Yeah,
doesn't bother me that much.
when
Evidently not.
it doesn't matter who, from Mayor Perkins to the governor to whoever, to Ryan Gaddy. When they entered the field, they knew, okay, let's just give our number to Erin McCarty, because she's going to call us and wake us up.
And if I don't have their number, I can get it.
Let's assume for the moment, though, that there was Senator David McMillan.
Oh,
And that you were in the news for something awesome you had done, and it's 6:05 in the morning and she texts. And you don't respond within 30 to 45 seconds.
Listen, she gets pissed off.
Her response is, David's avoiding me. It's been almost 2 minutes and he hasn't gotten back. What could I have done? What do you think I did? What do you think's the real story?
Yeah.
What's he hiding? Who's he with?
Yeah, that's the journalism. That's the journalism mind.
That's
you know?
my
soap
psycho
opera mind.
Yeah, psycho brain, whatever it is. I don't know.
I'll get even with him for this if it's the last thing I do.
But it's so funny when he says that, because I may get 30 texts in a morning.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, I don't get to respond to all of them. I wonder if they feel the same way I do if I don't respond. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Why is Erin McCarty avoiding me? You know, the awesome thing, but she's right, because in the course of a show, especially if it's a breaking story, or if it's something that somebody doesn't really want to talk about.
Right.
We will, in the course of a program, get 15 texts. And the people who will tell us what's really going on, given anonymity, which of course we do.
Right.
You know, and we'll find out things.
You know things, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
People know things.
Jimmy Hoffa, I know it.
She drinks. She knows things.
Where is he, Aaron?
I'm not telling you, David.
Okay. I thought I'd ask. Inquiring minds want to know.
Fairgrounds Field.
Fairgrounds Field.
The bats.
I should have known. Does it ever get old? And I know you guys.
Every morning when the alarm goes off.
You just came back from a much-needed respite vacation.
Yes.
So happy he made it.
You
guys take your time off. Does it ever get old? Or isn't this fun?
Every morning.
I know,
and she knows this to be true. And I'll bet you do too to some degree. Although she sleeps weird. She doesn't sleep. You take about 5 naps a day.
Probably,
I was going to ask about naps.
She sleeps about 5. No. She sleeps over the course of 24 hours.
Yeah.
I sleep 6 or 7 hours. I sleep an hour or an hour and a half. She takes 6 2-hour naps.
Yeah, it's weird. My sleep patterns
It's
are
really strange.
Wow.
But I don't ever wake up
Groggy?
regretting getting up, going to work. I love every day. And I think when I tell people that, they're like, are you kidding me? You wake up at 3:30 in the freaking morning.
See, that's one of the gifts, I think, for all of us that you guys give, because it certainly sounds like you love what you do. And there's a lot of people, a lot of us maybe go to careers, go to jobs that we don't get the pleasure out of. So I think that, there's something that you gift beyond to this community. And maybe you don't even know that you're gifting it, and that is your enthusiasm, your energy, and it's contagious. Folks, if you haven't tuned into Robert and Aaron in the morning, well, what's wrong with you? 1017 FM and 710 Keel are the Keel app on your phone. That's the way to do it. Robert J. Wright, Aaron McCarty, the award-winning Aaron McCarty, with us today here on Strategies.
That'll be enough.
We'll be right back.
If any of the children you know are among the estimated 15 million who take care of themselves between the time they get home from school and the time their parents get home from work, a look at after-school programs might be of interest. According to Colorado State University, more than 4 out of 10 children in kindergarten through 8th grade participate in such activities at least once a week. These programs can keep children safe, help them develop social skills, and improve their academic performance. High school students in after-school programs tend to be optimistic about the future and have more interest in school than their peers. They're also more likely to attend college, vote, and volunteer as adults, reports the Journal of Adolescent Research. After-school programs help with career exploration, skill development, service learning, and internships. It's estimated every dollar spent on after-school programs saves taxpayers $3 because of reductions in youth crime, teen parenthood, and school dropout rates. That may be why so many parents, teachers, and others are urging their communities to support after-school programs. If you're into basketball for fun and fitness, or would like to be, heeding a few hints can help you up your game. First, when shooting, square up to the basket with both feet pointing at it. Make sure your power is coming from your legs, not your arms, and remember to follow through on your shot. Next, for your passes to be more than passable, don't throw directly at the players you want to catch them. Throw to where those players will be, so no one has to slow down to catch the pass. When your teammates have the ball, create passing lanes so they can hit you with the pass. Use your hands to create targets. Don't watch the ball when you dribble it. Keep your head up. Also, try to learn to dribble with either hand. When playing defense, know where your opponents are. When a shot goes up, face the basket while boxing the closest opponent out. That way, even if you don't catch the rebound, perhaps a teammate will. To make sure your child's next trip to the playground is a safe one, here are a few tips. The playground surface should be free of standing water and debris that could cause a child to trip and fall, such as rocks, tree stumps, and tree roots. Surfaces made of wood chips, mulch, sand, pea gravel, or shredded rubber are thought to be among the safest. Surfacing mats made of safety-tested rubber or rubber-like materials are also considered appropriate. Take a look at the playground equipment to make sure that it is clean and well-maintained. All hardware on equipment should be secure with no loose or broken parts. Plastic and wood should show no signs of weakening, and there should not be any splintering or rusted surfaces. If the local playground has a sandbox, check for hazardous debris such as sharp sticks or broken glass, and be sure that the sand is free of bugs. Sandboxes should be covered overnight to prevent contamination from animals. Make sure kids know how to use the equipment properly. Slide feet first, don't climb outside guardrails, and don't stand on swings. Most important of all, have a good time.
Welcome back into Strategies for Living. I'm marriage and family therapist David McMillan. Obviously, you are watching Strategies for Living, but if you want your daily dose of radio rehab, well, every weekday evening, right now Monday through Thursday, making way for sports and Friday night football on Fridays, but right now Monday through Thursday, 7 o'clock, 101.7 FM and 710 Keel, tune into Strategies for Living and get your daily dose of radio rehab. We're doing our best to make radio healthy. Mm-hmm. Again, I got to get caps made.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Look at this expression. Robert J. Wright, Aaron McCarty.
Sorry, I'm maladjusted.
I know. Robert J. Wright, Aaron McCarty from Keel, the Keel Morning Show. Each morning, waking up incredibly early. What time does the limo come to pick you guys up?
My limo arrives at about 4:30.
Okay, there you go.
I'm waiting on my limo.
You're waiting on your limo.
I am.
So you really do get to the studio 4:30 in the morning?
5-ish, somewhere in that range.
Oh my Lord!
It depends on how much I do before I get to work, because I do a lot of my stuff prep before, because I do a lot of the news for all of the stations.
Yeah, you have to do the news for all the stations.
So I get all that done ahead of time, and get that sent in to our producer, and and make sure everything's like I want it, and then get there and have to record those newscasts ahead of time. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing at you, because she
Well,
does.
I'm not laughing.
Well, she wakes up in the middle of the night and she gets on her computer or her phone and she does.
That's the reason for all those naps.
Writes all the news stories and all this. I mean, she works hard.
I know,
David.
I know, Robert.
And all I have to do when I come in is get her coffee.
Does she ever make you feel guilty? I mean, she's like the Energizer Bunny.
No, she tries.
Okay.
But he does. How many men go to the coffee pot every day and bring their co-host coffee?
It assuages the bear.
every
love it.
day.
It's, I'm in touch with
what a
my
guy.
masculine
second,
side.
and
What
then
a guy.
second cup if I'm having a bad day.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah, well, you ever want to marry him? I mean, you know.
Oh, David. Oh. Can I tell a risque story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait.
Okay.
I'd love a risque story. Hush, Robert. Hush.
Anytime anyone ever says anything about us being together.
Yeah, and you know they've said it
Oh,
many times. You've
Oh.
heard.
I want names.
Yeah, okay.
Please don't listen, Robert. All I can think about, and I know he's got many, all I can think about is what his butt looks like. And I think,
There are people in town that can tell us.
and I know he thinks the same.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
I mean, who wants all
No,
this?
I know
you
what my butt looks like. No, I don't ever think.
So
no.
I think that I'm like, ew,
No, I don't- no.
ew. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Can we edit this out of the
No,
show?
no, we can't. It's live.
For the network feed.
Yeah. I have heard that you have a nice-looking butt, but you know, that's another story and another day's
It's not
interview.
award-winning, David.
It could
it's
be.
It's not award-winning.
It could be, Robert. we're doing a pilot for a reality TV show
Oh
here.
boy,
You know, that could happen.
it could
That
happen.
could happen behind the scenes. With
I'm
Robert
letting you
and
twist
Aaron.
with this one, kid.
Oh,
You're
man.
on your own. I'm just going to sit here and
If
I'm just going
we-
to let it
Just
turn.
let it go.
Serious. We feed live on Facebook in the morning.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it goes silent during the commercial break.
Yeah.
If you could hear what we say during the commercial breaks, we could make a fortune if
I
there was a
have no
way to
doubt.
sell it to you.
I have no doubt. I have
Because
no doubt.
some days, ooh, Lord.
I do know a guy that is on the periphery of the reality TV production. So I may give this as a hey,
Yeah.
have you thought of?
We could make some
Yeah,
money
I
selling
think you
those
could.
outtake things,
I
but
think you could.
we'd have to clean our act up.
Yeah.
What do you mean we?
What
Not-
about
not
what
we.
you mean we, Kimusabi?
Exactly.
Oh my
So we've talked about a lot of stuff today. You guys, I hope, are going to do this for years and years to come. This is an important, truly, this is an important
Well,
part
David,
of our
we're both
community.
in our late 30s. We could probably do
Yeah,
this another
There you go.
You know, we talk about it.
half century.
I have no inclination to quit.
Good.
No inclination.
Good.
I think he feels the same way. What would we do all day?
That's
these-
a good question.
these
Well,
fit-
he'd play a lot of golf, but
Yeah.
you know,
It's something you've always said. The hours alone make this job worth a lot of
Amen.
Yeah.
a lot of
Amen.
trouble.
Guys, thank you for doing what you do every day, and sincerely, thank you for coming and being a part of this. You've never turned me down every time I've called.
Well, you
Thanks for
validate,
writing.
Dave.
And-
You validate.
So thank you, but keep doing what you're doing. Folks, if you are maybe one of the one or two people in town who have not heard Robert and Aaron, 1017 FM, 710 Keel, every morning at 6 o'clock, or you can download the Keel app. Thank you, guys. And folks, thank you. Thank you for tuning into Strategies for Living. It is a pleasure to be with you. And yes, here she is, award-winning morning show
Award winner,
host.
Murder
We'll see you
Weapon.
next time here on Strategies for Living.